Now I will teach you the determination of atomic mass. The determination of atomic mass by different method, by different formula, different method. Clear? First formula is your formula number 1. Atomic mass equal to, there is a formula, equivalent mass into valency. Here you know that what is valency. Previous classes we already discussed about the valency. In the next class I will discuss about equivalent mass. What is equivalent mass? For this class only remember that this is also one type of mass which is similar to atomic mass. Like atomic mass is one type of mass. Only remember, in problem what happens? Equivalent mass is given, balance is given, then find out the atomic mass. Take an example. Atomic mass, equivalent mass of magnesium equal to 12. Valency of magnesium is equal to 2. If a question will ask, find out the atomic mass. M means atomic mass. So M is equal to what? M is equal to 12. M is equal to 12 into 2, that is 20. Suppose valency is given, atomic mass is given, find out the equivalent mass. Then you put the formula and get the answer. That is your formula number 1. Formula number 2. Atomic mass equal to 2 into what? Atomic mass equal to 2 into vapor density divided by what? Atomic city. There is 2 new terms. One is vapor density, another is atomic density. What is atomic city? What is vapor density? Suppose, take an example. Suppose a question will ask you, find out the vapor density of 200 ml of nitrogen gas. Then how can you find out the vapor density of 200 ml of nitrogen gas? We know that vapor density VD means vapor density of 200 ml of nitrogen gas is equal to weight of 200 ml of nitrogen gas at NTP divided by weight of 200 ml of hydrogen gas at NTP. This is the formula. Remember, for atomic mass calculation, we generally related to the 1/12 into mass of an atom oxygen. Like that, for calculation of vapor density, we generally link to the mass of hydrogen atom. Suppose a question will ask vapor density of 300 ml, then what will be the formula? Weight of 300 ml of nitrogen gas at NTP divided by weight of 300 ml of hydrogen gas at NTP. Suppose 600, then change 600. As what value of volume is given for the nitrogen, this is also weighted. This is also the same volume of nitrogen and hydrogen also weighted. Suppose oxygen is given. Vapor density of 600 ml of oxygen means weight of 600 ml of oxygen gas at NTP, weight of 600 ml of hydrogen gas at NTP. That means what will be the formula for vapor density? What is vapor density? Did you know? then what will be the formula? Vapor density of xml. Let's take the volume xml. Vapor density of xml of a gas is equal to weight of xml of that gas at NDP divided by weight of xml of hydrogen gas at NDP. There is a Newton again. What is NDP? NDP normal temperature and pressure. NTP means normal temperature and pressure. What is normal temperature and pressure? If temperature equal to 273 Kelvin, pressure is equal to 760 mm, then the condition is written. Such type of condition is called normal temperature and pressure. Suppose we think about a room. If a room having temperature 273 Kelvin and the pressure of the room is your 760 mm, that means we can think that the room is at a NTP condition. The NTP means normal temperature and pressure, and the temperature is your 273 Kelvin, pressure is your 760 mm. Another new word will also come atomicity. What is atomicity? Atomicity means number of atoms in a molecule. How many number of atoms present in a molecule is called atomicity. Suppose take an example. Atomicity of oxygen in O2. O2 means there are two oxygen. So the atomicity of oxygen in O2 is your 2. Suppose a question will ask atomicity of oxygen in O3 is your 3. Suppose a new question will ask atomicity of carbon in CO2 is your 1. There is one carbon atom. Atomicity of oxygen in CO2, that is your 2, because 2 oxygen atom is present. The number of atoms present in a molecule is called atomicity. It is your in problem what happens? Atomicity is given, vapor density is given, and find out the atomic mass. If atomic mass is given, atomicity is given, and find out the vapor density. That is your second formula. Third formula is yours. It is not a formula, it is a method, and it is popularly known as Dulong-Pettis method. It is popularly known as Dulong-Pettis method. Method number 3, Dulong-Pettis method. It is proposed by scientists Dulong and Pettis. He suggested that he take many experiments and observe that approximate atomic mass of a solid element equal to, he got a formula. That formula is your approximate atomic mass of a solid element equal to 6.4 divided by specific heat. Or simply we can write SP. SP means specific heat. Here or you can also write specific heat. There is a new term again. What is specific heat? And now let me discuss what is specific heat. Suppose take 1 unit mass of a body. Suppose take a body and its mass is 1 unit. And temperature of the body suppose 25 degrees centigrade. I will ask the question, if I want to raise the 25 degrees centigrade to 26 degrees centigrade, then what will I do? Mostly I supply some amount of energy from the outside. As a result, the temperature of the body will increase at 25 to 26 degrees centigrade. Suppose X amount heat is supplied by me. Then X is the specific heat of the body. Suppose take another body and its temperature is 30 degrees centigrade and its mass another body. Suppose take another body, its temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, unit mass having unit mass. I want to raise the temperature 31 degrees centigrade. 1 degree raise in temperature means I will give y amount of energy, then y is the specific heat of that body. So what will be the definition? What will be the definition of specific heat? Specific heat is the specific heat is the amount of heat for unit mass, and it is the amount of heat for unit mass required to raise the temperature of that body through 1 degree centigrade. That is called specific heat. If specific heat is given, then you can calculate the approximate atomic mass. If approximate atomic mass is given, specific heat we can calculate. This formula has an exception of this. It cannot be applied to the element like boron, beryllium, boron, carbon, and silicon. Not that these are the solid elements, but it cannot be applied to the 4 elements. It is only applicable to all the solid elements except the 4. There is a question we will ask: state Dulong-Petit's law. State Dulong-Petit's law. Then what will be the statement? Simply, the product of Dulong-Petit's law states that Dulong-Petit's law states that the product of atomic weight and what this product atomic, by taking this formula we can able to write that statement: product of atomic weight and specific heat of a solid element is approximately equal to what? 6.2 is equal to 6.2. This is the statement of Dulong-Petit's law. There are 3 methods by we can able to find out the atomic mass. First formula is your what? Atomic mass is equal to equivalent mass into valency. Second formula is your what? Atomic mass is equal to 2 into vapor density divided by atomicity. Third formula is your Dulong-Petit's law, that is your approximate atomic mass is equal to 6.4 divided by specific heat. That is all about your determination of atomic mass.